Welcome to the Volvo Owners Club National Best Get Volvo Rally held in Stratford-on-Avon in June 2022. It was a very windy site, so that has affected the sound quality on some of the clips, but I hope that doesn't spoil your enjoyment too much. I want to remind members that this is the Volvo Owners Club's 60th anniversary year. I'm wearing my 60th anniversary shirt here. We have lots of other merchandise available which you can find by visiting the Volvo Owners Club website and following the merchandise link. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the show. Here's John, we've met him before. He's going to show us an Amazon boot problem which has caused many a head injury, I think, John, but he's still smiling.
Very nearly.
Anyway, tell us what your solution is.
Okay, well, with the Amazon, as they get older, the torsion springs that hold the boot lid up become weaker, and even if you manage to adjust them as tight as they'll go, very often you'll find that if the car's standing on unlevel ground with its nose up, or if you've got a lot of weight in the boot, or people in the back, then, or a bit of a wind, the boot lid won't stay up, and you have to resort to a bit of old style.
Any particular wood you need to use for that, or just any bit of wood? Yeah.
Just any old bit of wood, as long as it's strong enough.
Right. Well, that's what I would call the Neanderthals solution. I think, Malcolm, you've got a much more sophisticated solution on your car here.
Yes, I got fed up of being hit on the head.
Right.
Because that is rather sharp.
Yes. So what have you done? Let's have a look.
He's installed a gas strut.
Right. So that goes through that.
Goes through the top
there.
hinge.
Yeah.
And has another
If I can
down
just,
right at the bottom on the flange for the.
Oh, right. So it
wheel
goes from
arch.
there to there. And if people wanted to do this, you know, how would you know the length and everything? Does it matter?
Well, that's exactly what we've been doing with John to check the length. But the company I got it from do an adjustable gas one, which is what this is.
Right.
It's a little Allen key at the end, and they give you an Allen key. If you just undo it, it lets the gas out, so you don't. You've got enough lift on it without it sort of jumping up.
So that's that thing there.
That's that there,
Right, I see. Right.
It's a sensible way of doing it.
Yeah. I suppose it's a bit more expensive than the block of wood, though, isn't it?
It is slightly, yes. Depends where you buy it.
All right. Well, thanks for showing us that little gizmo.
No problem.
John, he doesn't want to talk about his car, but he does want to show you his roof mechanism. So I'll walk back a bit, and John, you can do your magic, okay? Right, we're ready. Now, how about that, folks? Okay, John, I'll leave you in peace. I know you don't want to be a film star, but that was really good. Thank you very much. So, apologies for the wind noise. It's a very windy Stratford-on-Avon racecourse. Here's Simon Lind. He's brought his lovely 760 today. So, Simon, tell us, how long have you had the car for a start?
I've had the car for about 4 years, and this is my 760. I used to have a Mark I 760 when the family were younger, and I bought this in memory of that car. So I look after it. It's not our family car anymore. It's more of a show car. But let me show you around. Very briefly, it has a lovely, when I can find the catch, it has a lovely V6 motor, and that is what is particular about the 760, of course, is that it's this beautifully banked V6 motor. I try and keep it clean, but after all, it is just not a perfect show car, but I just like to keep it clean, and that's what it looks like. Goes really well. It really actually does go.
Because most people obviously are familiar with the 740, which
That's
is
right.
probably the bigger seller, and that
Yes.
has just the 4-cylinder,
That's
isn't
right.
it? This
that
is
had the 4-cylinder. This is a 2.8 V6.
So is this the same engine that was with Peugeot Renault? Is that
It was the
that one?
Peugeot Renault.
PRV,
Its
yeah.
biggest claim to fame was that it was also in the DeLorean.
Oh yeah, yes,
So
yes.
the DeLorean, they
So
wanted,
that had
they
this
wanted to
engine.
put a V12 in it, but it didn't quite work out that
Yes.
way. So it had this engine in it.
So V6
And
gets
a
you
V6,
to
it's a V6.
gets you to a different time zone.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
brilliant.
So, yes, and this is a 1989 built, first registered in 1990 car. And what I've done is that it's a little bit unusual. I'm probably not going to see a car quite like this because Volvo, when they did their silver cars, always had a black interior. And I don't particularly like the black interior, so what I did was I bought another car, not in quite as good condition as this, and I swapped the interior, so it's got a slightly lighter colour inside. So I've put the tan interior in, which makes all the difference just to the ambience of it.
That's really nice, Simon, isn't it? Yeah.
And then
So you couldn't get this as standard then?
you
There
didn't
were-
get that in.
No.
It is a standard Volvo, but only in the blue Volvos. You've only got this car in blue Volvos. And if you want to pop back inside, you'll see that I've also had a new headlining put in, and that is really very, very smart indeed. It looks very nice,
Yeah, yeah.
so it is quite smart.
Yes, I remember I had a 740 and I had a leaky
Yes.
sunroof, which damaged my headlining.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. I've also did a little bit of extra in that I've put some lovely leather facing across there, which makes all the difference in just lightening the interior.
So what would have been there originally? I can't remember. Would it
Very
cloth?
much the carpet.
Same
like
as that, yeah.
So it was the same as that. There was nothing there, so I just had that added in just to give it that little bit of extra appeal.
Yeah, yeah. That's nice, isn't it?
And
And how many miles has this done now?
very unusually, it's done less than 100,000. So for a 32-year-old car, it's only done 92,800 miles, which
Wow.
is quite remarkable.
That's brilliant,
for a car of
Simon.
this age. And
No, that's lovely. That's lovely.
so there we are. And one last thing that you may notice is that I've put a little bit of extra, if you might call it bling. The cars of this era had a lot.
Yes.
What I've done is I've put a little bit of extra by just putting
Oh, I see. Right.
extra down there
On the
for
bottom.
example,
Yeah.
and a little bit along there.
Yeah.
Just makes it slightly smarter, if you like.
Yeah, yeah. So that was just a little
Yes, it's just-
black
just
plastic
a-
groove. You've
just
still put that
yeah,
in there.
yeah,
I see.
Just a little,
Yeah.
just a little insert in there.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's really nice. Well, thank you for showing us, Simon. That's brilliant.
It's
You must be proud of it. Yeah.
very.
Right, so John Denmead. Hi, John. I know you've had this car for a number of years. We've had it at the NEC, I think, on more than one occasion. So, yeah, tell us a bit about your 480. What makes it so special?
Well, I've had it since 2000. I've done one or two things to it. Fitted air conditioning to it, retrofitted air conditioning using Volvo parts and stuff from the scrapyard basically. It's being a black car, having a sunroof, very uncomfortable in the summer.
Yeah.
So, yes, air conditioning fitted about 15 years ago. It's working fine.
I mean, this was the first, I think, of the front-wheel drive Volvos, wasn't it?
Was,
when you
yes.
go wind the clock back.
Yeah.
And it had this very, well, new for Volvo front with the pop-up headlights. I don't think Volvo had ever done anything like that before then.
Had one or two problems with it with the speedo, an electronic speedo. It's dry joints basically, things like that. We
Yeah.
stripped it all out, all the dashboard out, resoldered all the joints. Touch wood, it's fine at the moment.
What size is the engine in there, John?
1.7.
So that's a 1.7, yeah.
Naturally,
Can we have a look inside? Is that okay? I'm sure you've looked after it very well, so this is probably as it is. That's really nice. And the mileage there, 152,000?
152,000,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's really nice. Looks like the dreaded rain is going to hit us again. We better get the door closed and head for cover. So let's have a look at the back, because that's quite distinctive as well.
Stainless steel exhaust to it.
Yeah.
It says GT wheels, but as far as I'm aware, the original one, and then it was on. Sorry.
Yeah.
When it was new.
Yeah. All right. No, that looks really nice, John. And thank you very much. It's starting to rain quite heavily, so I think we'll head for cover. Take care. Bye.
Lovely, thank you very much.
Rolling down.